Hey ECM team, I hope you guys are doing well today. I apologize for the mess in my office. We have done some spring cleaning, so if you can see there, I have a nice giant pile of stuff that needs to go to the recycling. So I apologize for that in the background of this video. But I wanted to share some exciting things with you guys about ECM. So first of all, for those of you that know her or don't know her, Stephanie New is on our Tree Kids staff, and she is an admin for us. She's fantastic, and she is officially going to be overseeing our check-in area. I'm so excited about this. So as you guys see the updated schedules and swapping sheets that I'm posting onto Planning Center today, you will notice that all of the check-in people are removed from that, and some of you check-in people are still getting this video from me today, so you will notice that you have been removed from that schedule, and now check-in scheduling is all going to go through Stephanie. It's going to be awesome. Still using PCO, still done the same way, and as of now the whole schedule is staying exactly the same. She's just the one overseeing that. So if anybody has check-in questions or anything like that, or maybe you know somebody that wants to start helping at check-in, we can direct all of that to Stephanie. So super, super excited about that. That is going to free me up on Sunday mornings to be more available to you guys in the classrooms to make sure that everything is running smoothly there and that all is well. With that, one thing that we are trying to do and really, really push to do is to only allow as many kids in the classrooms as the classroom capacity is. So for those of you that haven't noticed, there is a sheet right outside of every door, except for infants, I believe, that lists the classroom capacities as well as guidelines about illness and different things like that. And so I'm going to read these off for you, make sure I get them right here. So for infants with 2 adults, our capacity is 8 babies. With the 1s, that's going to be 14. The 2s is 16. 3s is 20. And then the 4 and 5s is 25 in each class, or if they're combined in one, 25. So, and as all of you know, we are working really, really hard to continue to recruit to get an additional 1-year-old room and an additional 2-year-old room, and then we will move our 4 and 5-year-olds together in what used to be the K1 room. So we're pumped about being able to do that, hopefully very, very soon. That is going to relieve our second service 1s class and 2s class, which are kind of bursting at the seams right now. But for the meantime, we want to make sure that the safety of the kids is put first, as well as making manageable classrooms for you guys as volunteers. I know it gets nuts in there if you go, even sometimes at those capacities, it's crazy. So if you go beyond that, it gets very hard to manage. You can't really minister very well, and we want to be able to minister to these kids. And as much as we want to take these kids in so that their parents can go sit under the Word, it's also really important that we make sure that they're safe and that classrooms are able to function the way that they should function. So we are going to really be hitting hard on this on Sunday mornings. So for those of you, we started this last Sunday, but you guys will see as you come, I'm going to be carrying around an iPad or my iPhone. I haven't decided, but F1, our check-in system, has a great live check-in that we can actually pull up on one of those devices, and we can see a live feed of who is in what classroom. So it's kind of a which does double duty, I guess. For one, we're trying to make sure that every kid's sticker is correct. So if you're in a classroom and you get a kid's sticker and you're in the 2s room, but their sticker says 1s, or it says 3s, or whatever, or it says 5s, I don't know, we don't need to change it right at that moment. If you will actually just make a note of that, either on your sign-in sheet or on your service report that you fill out, on either one of those, make a note of that so that we can come back in on Monday or Tuesday and reassign them to the correct classroom, so we can make sure that their sticker is printing off the classroom that they should be in. Sometimes there's special instances where maybe it's a brother and sister or siblings and they want to stay together, and we'll allow it for that Sunday. So in that case, still make the note, but maybe just let us know it was big brother or little sister or whatever. But that's something we're trying to keep track of, and that system will help us figure out, okay, well, they say they're in there, but really they're in this room. So it helps us as well to figure that out. The other thing that it's going to do for us is help me monitor better how many kids are actually in your classrooms, and I'll be coming by and checking. So we are going to not allow any more kids in anymore once it hits that capacity. And I know some of you are like, well, we can take a few more, and some of you are like, no. But we're going to cut it off at capacity because it has to stop somewhere. And we don't want one Sunday to allow more and another Sunday not. We want to keep it streamlined, so we are sticking to those capacities. So what we're going to do using that app, as well as me being able to monitor a little bit better and Stephanie's help, we're going to try to catch them on the front end and be aware that our twos are already full, so I'm sorry, we're going to find another classroom for your child to go to if possible. If by some chance, because we still have the self-check-ins and we're still figuring this all out, if a family gets missed and your classroom is already at capacity and they come to the door to check them in, I'm actually going to have something starting this Sunday, a little card that you can hand to the parent. It's going to go into a lot of detail about why we're doing this and our new buildings and our new classrooms and what we're trying to do. But all you have to do is say, I am so sorry, my classroom is already at capacity. If you're at the door, you can point to that sign, it's on the wall, and just say, these are our guidelines and my classroom has already reached capacity. If you could, please go visit the check-in desk, and one of our staff members is going to help you find a place for your child if possible. And that's all you have to say to them. You can hand them the card. It's going to give them some more information about that. Someone just walked in the room. I heard them. But it's going to give them more detailed information so you don't have to do the whole spiel right there. If you start having hopefully everybody's just going to understand. They might be a little bit frustrated, but we're going to deal with that end of it. If you do have a parent that just isn't taking it well and is getting frustrated with you, just lean out, flag one of us down, and we will come handle that for you. So I'm going to be in the halls as much as I possibly can, unless I'm helping in a classroom, but I will be in the halls as much as I can to be there in case you guys need me to help with whatever we need help with. But we really want to enforce those classroom capacities so that we can make sure that everything is as good as it can possibly be in the classrooms for you as volunteers and also for the students and their safety. So that is one thing. Another announcement I want to let you guys in on is we are switching up how we run the teams in ECM. And I've already spoken with all the team captains, so they are aware. And I want to let you guys know too, the way it currently works, and especially for those of you that are new and just coming on, the way it currently works is every Sunday of the month is its own team. But what we're going to do is we're going to switch that up a little bit, and instead of a particular Sunday being a team, every classroom is going to be a team. So everybody who works in the infants room, you're now one team together. Everybody that works in the ones room, you're going to be one team together. So not just the people working on your Sunday, but every person the entire month that works in the ones room, you're a team now. So you are going to start communicating a lot more with team captains, and I'm going to utilize our team captains a lot more to communicate with you. So for instance, one thing that's going to make this really awesome is now if you need to swap, the swapping sheets are all completely redone, and it's going to be swapping just within your team, which is going to be great because now if you're in the twos room, everybody on your team is also in a twos room. So you can swap with any one of them. They're going to know exactly what to do, and it's going to be great and a lot easier for you to know, well, I know that they do my classroom because that's my team, so I'll swap with them. That's going to make things really, really easy for swapping, and I'm super excited about that. And just a reminder with swapping, if you can't work on your particular Sunday, it's your responsibility to take that swapping sheet and find someone who can trade Sundays with you. And when you do that, let your team captain know that you are doing that, so they're aware of kind of what's going on and who's where when, and then they're going to relay that information to me if they need to. So make sure you're letting them know they are there for you. So if you have questions about your classroom, maybe there's something that you're not sure about, or how are we supposed to clean after, or what do I do with this part of the lesson, or how does this work, or I feel like I'm not doing this the greatest, maybe I can get some advice from someone else. Your team captains are the people to reach out to. So on those swapping sheets, it has all of their contact information for you, and you can find it there. I'm also going to send individual emails to everybody on each team, kind of letting you know who your team captains are and their contact information, so you have it that way as well. And periodically on the Sundays that you're working, they might stop by, introduce themselves, just check up on you, see how you're doing, see how the classroom's going. So I'm really, really excited about the new way that we're going to do teams. There are still colors, so that's exciting. And I'll just let you know, infants are yellow, 1-year-olds are orange, 2-year-olds are red, 3-year-olds are green, and then 4 and 5-year-olds together are blue. So when you come on your Sunday and you work, feel free to sport those colors. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to work on getting some more bandanas to you guys that are your correct colors, since we're switching it up a little bit. But I just wanted to inform you guys of all these changes, let you know you'll be hearing a lot more from your team captains, and just kind of fill you in on the classroom capacities and then the team changes. So you're now a team with your class, the people that work in your class. So super excited about everything that's happening in ECM. Please continue to recruit so that we can open those extra classrooms and relieve some of that pressure that is with all those kids coming in. We're so thankful that we have so many families coming and so many kids wanting to be a part of ECM, so we want to make room for them. So love you guys, so excited to be on this team with you and to be working in ECM with you. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you soon.